Right, so hello viewers and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4 with me, Pipichuchu. So, it looks like inside the last episode, we had narrowly avoided a war with Austria, yet still we've sort of angered the beast along with their entire coalition of troops. So here we are, we're mainly just sort of hiding back, licking our wounds, and really preparing for this war that looks like has just really started here. So, unfortunately, it looks like Sweden and Bohemia here won't be joining us inside this conflict, but it looks like we'll be effectively fighting Austria here. And it looks like currently their army is doing something, so at least that is sort of that. So, yeah, I think Austria, no, not Austria, but actually, what am I saying here? Austria, it looks like they're fighting, say, a war down over here near the coast of their territories between Venice and themselves. So hopefully that'll keep them occupied, at least for some time, so that we can sort of mop up in the areas of right around over here. So, I've tried to play through this war before, and my general strategy here is that we're going to have to do some, say, loss prevention, and what I mean by that is, either way, there's no real way to win this war in the actual, definition of winning. So we're just going to try to, say, siege as many places here as possible, and really just try to bleed out the Austrian sort of coalition till they run out of steam, really is the best sort of option there is currently. And really, it's just sort of down to hoping that the actual sort of value in terms of the amount of war score that we sort of accumulate here will be enough to just sort of effectively sue for a peace treaty that won't be devastating towards us. So with that said, I mean, currently we have the absolute minimum in manpower, though we should have, say, a considerable amount. What the hell was Milan showing up from, anyhow? Oh, they're over there. Alright, well, anyhow, the situation will just effectively call for us sort of whittling down anything that sort of comes up over here, and hopefully sieging, say, one or two locations and really winning these very small but critical, say, places of combat here and there. So yeah, that is really what we're after for this episode here. The good thing is that it looks like the Austrians are not really here just yet. So, I mean, there's some good news there. At least they are not entering the fray. And it looks like currently we're winning some of the minor sort of skirmishes up here, so at least that's good. We'll try to do a blow to the Austrians and their people. But I think the main thing will be just sieging them. Currently we're actually doing pretty well, and however it looks like they have this area fully occupied now, so they'll probably turn their armies up soon enough. And with that said, I really want to, say, build up enough troops to just sort of finish these sieges and really keep this war score to a point where we can offer them a tribute amount that would be, say, optimal for us. Because currently they want us to get rid of this area of Cologne, which is a little too much for my tastes here. However, I mean, we are just sort of blockading them in, and they actually do have, like, say, they have double the amount of cavalry we do, which is a really, really big thing to keep track of. The main thing right here is that I really want to start sieging these lands, but at the same time, they're probably setting up troops right now, and I'm really hoping that we can, say, siege one or two more locations and hopefully end this campaign. And let's see, can we offer them tribute once more, see what they'll demand, or demand Cologne again. So we'll have to continue these sieges, and I really hope that they won't send any, say, major bunches of troops up here. At least anything major that we can't, say, defeat. Right, so we'll maintain a diplomat in England because I recall them being slightly mad. They're actually now, not really mad with us, so that's good. We might be able to send them an alliance. No, never mind. Oh well. And again, really, I just want to grind down the Austrian sort of whatever that they have here. Hopefully, they just don't send a death stack over here. That would be the optimal sort of solution to everything here. And unfortunately, there's no real good way to do, say, reconnaissance inside this game, so we're just sort of hopping around here, really waiting for an opportunity to make some plays. We're actually doing not bad. We're getting 20% war score, so they're doing something over there. Austria is... Evidently, they finished up mopping up Venice, but they are currently doing something else right now, so I mean, that's good. Hopefully, damn it, why aren't these people joining me in this fight? Well, at least we won, and we finished the siege at Uruk, so we'll see whether or not we can, say, concede to a peace treaty. And it looks like, yes, we can. We can send the coalition here just effectively a large sum of money to end this campaign, so I think we'll do that. And yeah, overall, I mean, this plan over here to just sort of do this has taken me quite a lot of like time filming and then sort of messing up and then filming once again to sort of get right, but I'm glad we managed to, say, strike a blow here, and we did do alright. It looks like that costed us a lot of money, but at the same time, it looks like we're in the good books now, so at least that's good. And now we can call on England for support for this war, so at least that's nice. Right, so that was pretty damn good. I mean, looks like Venice over here did take some losses for us, and surprisingly, they held out for a long time. But I think the the Hungarians over there may have helped out slightly by doing that thing where like the Hungarians take over one part of Venice and then they make a peace treaty, and then suddenly the war score drops down for them. It's one of these things that sort of happen during the game's progression. So that's that. Right now, I'm just glad that we've managed to finish that conflict. So overall, for now, let's see whether or not England will send up any, say, troops in support. Hopefully they will. They're actually fighting Scotland right now, so they're doing their own entirely different thing. Well, in that case, it looks like we'll have to withstand, say, just one more blow here. We'll have to fight our way through the group of these people from Anhalt and Brandenburg, and afterwards I think that will be the last battle that we fight in a long time. Right, so coming from here, what can we do? What can we do indeed? Guess I'll check up to some of this stuff right here, seeing as how we don't really have any other better options right now. And the main thing is that I think we'll need another, say, blob of mercenaries, because the people from Anhalt over here actually have quite a big force as well, so we'll try to combine in our guys into a death stack of sorts. Assign them any general that we can really find. Let's see whether or not we can generate a better guy. And let's see whether or not we can, say, keep these people at bay here. We've also taken a slight, say, penalty to our, what do you call it? Our stability as well, but it's alright. Come on. God damn it, we really should have won that fight. That was completely in our favor. Yeah, again, the battles inside this game are just really weird like that, where at times it's completely down to just sort of the positioning here, which is rather odd, because your armies come from different directions and they arrive at the battlefield from different places. It's really weird like that. But oh well, in the meantime, I think we'll just continue stacking up troops. Hopefully that group of 3 units lasts long enough for our guys to reinforce them at this river place. That'll win us another battle against these guys. And let's see whether or not we can drive these people from Anhalt back. Oh, actually, we managed to total their army right there. So I think it's time to detach for siege. And it looks like the printing press has been invented, so that's kind of nice to know, but not really relevant for what we're doing right now. And I think we'll just detach for a mass siege like that. Austria will have a truce with us for at least the next few years, so hopefully they'll cool down. But it looks like they really want to take some of our lands here, so we'll need to be careful inside the following sort of months here and there. So with that said, let's see, what can we do really? What can we do? Because I mean, either way, we'll have a really big coalition after us here. I think I'll try to ally ourselves to France, and yeah, I think if France is allied with us right now, that would definitely help us out. That would actually be a big deterrent to any further Austrian sort of intents to conquer us. So yeah, that'll be one thing that we should do inside the future. And in the meantime, we want to obviously finish up these sieges first. And in terms of these sieges, there's really actually not too much we can demand from these people, because of course if we demand anything, that will really increase our war score amount. So what I think I'll actually do is that I'll get, I'll get Anhalt over here to split its zones into various different smaller states. And the reason I want to do that is simply because that will sort of weaken a nearby power, while at the same time it'll sort of keep our power very strong. So we'll do that. We'll assign a new rival. We'll do Austria. We'll make Austria an rival, seeing as how they seem to really want to fight our guys. We'll detach the mercenary pool for now. Put them on the sidelines. Up our stability to 0. And it looks like we'll have to cancel the brigade of mercenaries here, so that'll be a big portion of our army gone. And unfortunately, we only have a few cavalry units left here, seeing as how our manpower pool every single month is being transported into our active service right now. The little little group of men that show up is really all we have right here. So yeah, I mean, that is pretty much the situation on our front here. Well, like, you won't believe how long it actually took me to get that Austrian thing done correctly, and oh my god, that was actually so dependent on luck. I was really glad that the Austrian army didn't manage to show up in time to just try to fight our guys off, really, so that's good. And let's see, there's the religious turmoil over here. We can try to eradicate these heretics or bring peace and tolerance. Unfortunately, we'll have to go with peace and tolerance right now, because there's just no way we can do anything with our military. So really going from here, yeah, I think we really do need to just sort of wait out that 10-year period before we can, say, do anything else. Simply because our economy will have to heal up. We'll have to build up another reserve of cash. And in the meantime, of course, we need to get people out of these coalitions against us, which will, of course, use the thing over here, or just use time, really. So yeah, that'll be that. Looks like some peasants might arise. I'm gonna boost up our stability more. And I'm going to use some harsh treatment to hopefully lower that rating down. And currently, yeah, there will be a large period of time where we just have to sort of get our nation back on its feet here. Right, so, you know what, in the meantime, we could, in theory, start to incorporate some of our, say, newly gained vassals as, say, core states for us, but that would be actually pretty damn risky right now. One thing that we could actually do is that, in theory, I think we could also convert our government into a different type of republic, so that's kind of useful. And there we go. Some people are breaking off of that military coalition, so that'll be good. Excuse me. We can actually... We can actually grab this tech right here, the Noble Republic, which will... it'll be definitely less based upon trade, but it'll actually help us out on the military type of thing there. So that's kind of neat. And we can actually switch to, say, some form of military or monarchy, in a sense that we can switch to like one of these dictatorship things as well. So those are some options that we can do, but I don't think we'll actually engage in any of them in the near future. And in the meantime, I really hope that some of these nations cool down here. And overall, I mean, it looks like Austria is the only main power that can oppose us right now. So at least that is kind of good. And people are gradually waning off of, say, our coalition, the coalition against us. So that is very, very good. I think going from here, let's see. I think going from here, what we really need to do now is that we should, I want to say, probably incorporate some of these vassals into our territory. So I think we'll just start doing that immediately, and I'll try to improve our relations with Friesland over here and our other vassal down here as well. So we'll improve relations with them, and hopefully we can do both of them at one time. That would be actually really nice. And yeah, so taking a look at, say, provinces like over here, well, no, the ones that we release are automatically really happy to, rather they gain a big sort of relationship modifier to us. But let's check, say, Anhalt, and I want to check what that aggressive expansion is right now, and namely how fast it drops. So currently it's dropping at 4.8 yearly out of the 52, so we're sort of back where we had started quite a while ago. And that's, say, not necessarily a big problem. That's more or less, say, a minor concern in that it looks like we will really have to wait, say right around another 5 years before anything really happens. Ooh, empty words. Either we get a whole bunch of heretic rebels, or alternatively we can gain 1 stability at a very low cost. I wonder which one I'll choose. Right, so that'll be that, and it looks like France is battling it out with Austria, so this is actually pretty good. Like that, I'm glad that happened. Right, so, I mean, in the meantime, we could also get a few other things. I think I'll actually tear up some of our techs up here, because it'll take us a long time to upgrade to a next level. And I want to see whether or not we can, say, grab these policies. I want to open up these policy, where is that policy menu? I want to open up this one. I want to see what we can just sort of unlock and sort of put into motion there. So we'll try to do that in just a second. And now, let's see. Actually, there's not really much we can do. I mean, either way, I'd have to wait some time before making any more, say, plays. But it looks like there's actually quite a few big, say, rebellions brewing out here and there. Oh, and there are some loans that we had to pay from the war, so that's good. We'll just sort of pay them off. And our cash flow is in the green again. We actually have an extra merchant. So what I'll do here is that currently, I believe, yeah, some of the money that should be in Lübeck is currently inside Antwerpen right here. However, unfortunately, Antwerpen is a collection trade hub, so we don't actually have, say, a way to sort of funnel that back into our territories. So I think what I'll do here is that I'll send our 6th merchant to Antwerpen over here. And I'll actually build a secondary trade fleet to send over there as well to sort of collect cash, really. To, you know, boost our power there. Because, of course, the Hanseatic League here has to maintain a very tough sort of policy on its trade. So we'll do that. Looks like Brandenburg is sort of jumping on the ship a little too late here by starting that coalition thing again, so at least that's that. Right, so just sort of running down the clock here. We'll get a few more ships out and going. Are there any improvements that we can build? Or rather, are there any good improvements that we could build? Should probably build the ones that actually give us, say, more manpower recruitment, because those will be very, very critical to our ability to last inside those wars. So I think I'll do that. looks like Austria is in a regency council or regency council, meaning that they shouldn't be able to declare any wars, although they will be able to get sucked into them by their allies. So as a regency council, let's see, they're an archduchy.